All right, nothing yet. Doesn't mean anything. Let's look at the battery real quick. Let's get that. Are you freaking serious? They didn't send a battery. This is the second e-bike. Huh, hold on. Hey guys, this is Barry with FaO&x Outdoors, and we're doing another unboxing video, and it's a really rainy day for the next couple of days, so let's see if we can get this out and test it if we can get between the rain or whatever. But we're doing an unboxing video on Megawheel's, their electric dirt bike. This is their D2 Pro. It's a 2,000 watt motor with 6,000 watt peak. This is probably the very first real dirt bike I've absolutely have tested. The other ones I have in the past have been kind of small. This one I feel might be a little bit bigger, but I could be wrong. It looks much bigger than the ones I've done in the past. It can go up to 50 miles per hour. It's got settings from 1, 2, and 3, so it's like 25, 35, and 50 miles per hour. Full suspension, just gnarly. It looks really cool. I'm excited to be part of it. But let's get into it. If there's anything wrong or issues, I'll share it with you. But let's build this together. Let's just put it together. I'll teach you how to do it. Come on. All right. So when you get this, make sure that you have it. We'll open it from the top, so you can have a buddy grab the other side and just pick it up and put it to the other side. If you have any issues with it, that you can put it back in the box and ship it. Just want to give you that. But I'm going to open it up this way so you can actually see what all you get and how it's packaged. One is that it's absolutely perfect. This is a really pretty bike. On the top here, we've got a bunch of stuff like pegs. Looks like risers, a charger. It's going to take about 4 to 6 hours to charge that. The fenders are plastic. Most of all this stuff is going to be plastic, which is not that big a deal, to be honest with you. This is the front. I like that, the 01. Let me get all this just opened up, take everything apart, bring it out here, and we'll put it together. I'm not going to do anything but just get rid of all of the wire ties and just clean it up. I really like the color of this bike. It's really pretty. So what we're going to do is focus on the front of this. This thing's pretty much, I don't know, 80% put together. It does have a strap on it, so let's open the strap up, and it's gonna scare you a little bit. Honestly, we could probably just leave that on there for just a second. Let's go ahead and just get the risers on there first. Super simple. There's not a right or left. Just making sure there's nothing like that. A little bit stuck, but putting the riser on, super simple. I'm gonna slide these on real quick, and then let's open up that box, see what kind of tools we've got. And there's no, like I said, no righty, lefty, no front, no back. It was directional or anything like that. All right, so boom, done, fast. There we go. Let's see what's inside here. Oh, thank God, there's a manual. I've done bikes where there is not a manual and enough screws or anything else. So it looks like we've got some screws and bolts. We'll have to figure out where that goes. And then the charger. Like I said, it's going to take a little time to charge these big old batteries. Let's look inside his tools. Hopefully it'll give us some decent tools. They're pretty standard. No ball Allen. Hey, Megawheel, give your customer ball Allens. It just makes life easier. See how hard this is going to be to get up underneath here? If you did a ball Allen, it would just make I'm sure they're not that more expensive. They'll give them a good experience. You've done a great job with everything else I've seen so far. Just a ball Allen would be so much better. So I'm going to tighten these up. We don't have to stay here and watch this. I'm just tightening these up. I ain't going to go do anything else. Then we'll put these handlebars on, and then we'll need to adjust some of this stuff. But it's going to take a minute to get this done. So be right back. I just thought about this. When I'm tightening these down, they move a little bit, because there's no dowel or pin or anything keeping these straight. We probably should put the handlebars on first before we lock all this down, so there's not, it's going to be such a pain or whatever. So there we go. Again, this is simple, and we can adjust this. So yeah, tighten these down first. Make sure they're in the center, and then tighten the bottom just so that it keeps the riser straight. That would be probably the smartest thing. That's why I wanted to come back on and let you know what I'm doing here. All right. So again, I'm going to tighten all this down, but I just wanted you to see this is pretty simple. It's not hard. So that's on. Let's just put this stuff on now. If that's possible. Is that possible? You might have to put it on without. Oh, don't tell me I have to. Ha! Yep, there's no way. But that's okay, because we can take it off from here. We don't have to put the axles back on. But you're not going to be able to put that on without doing this first. So do not put the handlebars on first until, I wonder if I can slide, nope, it won't slide. Trying to get out of it, but I gotta do it. But yeah, so if you want to put these on, you gotta put all the grip stuff on first before you do that. Boo. But easy fix, only take a second. There we go. Get that under the handlebars. Boom. And boom. All right. There. All right, so we're good. Everything is on the outside, not going over the handlebars. So here, let me fix this, put these screws back on, and we're done with this, other than we need to just tighten it and adjust it. But yeah, I made a little mistake. Make sure all the wires and everything are on the outside, not going over top of it. You're gonna mess it up. So well, I'll fix this, be right back. So that's done, so we can work on the tire now, which we're gonna have to put our own brakes on, which is not a problem at all. It's a strap. It's gonna scare me a little bit. There we go. And it's a nice little strap. This bike's not gonna be light, so let's get the box up underneath there. So this will make this so much easier. Let's grab the box. This is an 8-inch box, which should be plenty. Just trying to get it close to the box so when we put the tire on, anything weird happens. So let's pull this up. Take these off. This is going to be your axle. I want to tell you something real quick. You're going to have a short and a long washer. So if you drop these on the ground or anything like that, make sure the long washer goes to the brake side and the short washer goes to the non-brake side. So a little bit of a pain. Regardless, none of these are ever easy. But if you have a box or some way to get like an 8 or 10 inch lift on this, just make it so much easier on you. And make sure that the brake disc is on your right side, because that's where the brake's gonna go. All right, let's lift this up. Slide this in. There it is. All right, so we gotta do that washer. There we go. Dude, that's it. Easy. Oh, that is so nice. So 17 on the left, 17 millimeter, and 17 on the right. And they give you all the tools, which is freaking awesome. I'm sorry, 19 on the right. 17 on the left, 19 on the right. Dude, I put dirt bikes together where they only just gave me one. I had to go get another tool. All right, done. Let's put the brake on real quick. Super, this isn't hard. We can do it. So very simple. Let's see if it's got yeah, it's got a little thing here. Let's pull that off. Oh, hold on. All right, everything's, why is it so tight? I was wondering if come on, why it's so tight. That is really crazy tight. All right, that's off. It's gonna go in just like this. These are threaded, so we have to take these off. We'll pop this off here. No blue Loctite on anything, man. Make sure you put blue Loctite on everything. That's really important. And slide that in. Just finger tightening it. All right, so if you do have some sockets, they don't give you any of it, but just tighten this down. All right, and then this needs to go in here. Let's open this up. I don't think you'll have to take it completely. Could be wrong, come on. If you put it on the sleeve, there's this little sleeve over top of it, so if this moves, this can still slide up and down inside there. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that real quick. Let's put this on. All right, so you've got 3 screws up here, and you got 3 screws right there, and that's going to slide right inside there, and then that's what these little knobs are going to go into, just like that. But we'll do that in a little bit. So you'll put this in here. You're going to do it a little bit blind if they've done this right. Actually, very simple. Good job. Let me get this put on, and we're going to work on the next thing. So there's a little bracket right here. Let's work on this little bracket. This is going to hold everything. Another thing, Big Will, put ball Allens on here. Trust me, it'll be freaking way better for everybody. So this is going to sit up top like that. That's going to look pretty. Other than that, that's going to be in the way. I'll just plug this in. It just goes one way. No tricks there. This is gonna fit right there. We need to put this on here. Way easier that way. All right, so this piece here is gonna be for that right there. So grab it and slide it in. I'm gonna grab that and put it in that little hook. Just trying to tweak that piece of metal. All right, so that's there. Dude, you want us to, is that really what you want us to do? That is crazy. That's a lot going on there. This is gonna be crazy. Because you gotta line up the hole and everything. I mean, all the things here. All right, I'm gonna get this screwed on and we'll be right back. That is crazy though. This is not gonna be easy, but you can do it. Dude, what a freaking pain in the butt that is. Oh my gosh, everything's on, right? I'm not having to redo stuff. That little trick right here. Kind of give you some leverage. There we go. Done. It's plugged in too, so front's finished. No, it's not. Well, we need to put the, here, hold on. You know, when you start, I don't know, anybody wear glasses? These are not glasses, I just record. But these were fogging up while I was working. I was like, oh my gosh. And this is in the freaking way, so I'm looking through this and I'm like, okay, I gotta figure my life out here. So we need to put this on, and it's very simple. We gotta take that screw off, put it on there, and then it has this little plug. But I think we need to do the back first. Going to get it on a kickstand. There's not a wrong answer here. You could do that. All right. Big Wheel, good job at putting this on the way you did. I'm very proud of you for doing this. So what we need to do is lift this bike up, drop it down, just like that. Slide this in. I'm telling you, I'm so proud of them for doing this. Good job, guys. This is a little bit of a pain. I've got to lift this up. Oh, no. Okay. That is it. That's the hard part. Put the kickstand down. And all we gotta do is put this on here. I know lock nut. That probably should be, we need to put a lock nut on that. This is your shock. We probably want you to have a lock nut on there. Lock that down. But yeah, this is done. I definitely advise you as the consumer to buy some Loctite, blue Loctite. If you see red or green, do not buy that. That is way too powerful of glue. There we go. All right, that's done. And just since we're here, let's put this on. All right, so the wide piece sits on here and the short piece grabs on the bottom. There we go. Perfect, easy. All right, I don't know if there's like a little saddle bag or something. You might want to buy a couple of these because I don't see these lasting either, but way better than the screws. I've seen companies just screw these on. I just don't think that'll last. That's done. Easy, but that was easy. All right. Actually, this is actually pretty tall. I like that. All right, gotta take this completely off. And just like that. I like where that was at, so I'm gonna leave it right there and lock that down. Don't put too much power to this. It's just a pressure fit. When you're on the bike, you want to be able to lift your hands. You don't want to lift them high, so keep them about almost flat like this. So when you're riding, you can keep one finger on there, especially if you're doing a bunch of off-road stuff. But yeah, that is perfect. Lock that down. That's why I never really show you guys this stuff, because it's simple, but I do get comments that makes me think I should show you some of this stuff. But all right, throttle, it's good. Okay. So don't tighten this too tight. You don't want that locked. All right, we need to plug this in, and then I think we're ready. Let's take a look. And it's gonna have a little knot on the inside and on the outside, or it's gonna be arrow to arrow. So simple, not hard. Looks good. I like this. I like the orange. I like the 01. Let's get the keys. So this doesn't work at all. You have to put this on, turn this to on, and then turn this on here. All right, nothing yet. Doesn't mean anything. Let's look at the battery real quick. Let's get that. Are you freaking serious? They didn't send a battery. This is the second e-bike. Huh, hold on. Okay. Lord Jesus. I was like, I cannot have all these e-bikes being bad. So it comes separate. And I've been using this to lift e-bikes up. It's actually 8 inches or 8.5 inches tall, so it makes this easy. But I'm like, are you freaking serious? This is a heavy bike without this thing on it. All right, thank you. Whew. I've just had some bad ones lately. So you can take this off and charge it in your house. It does have the charger right here. It's gonna take about 6 hours. This is a big battery. It's a 30 amp hour, 60 volt battery. So yeah, 1800 watts. Wow, that's huge. I've got an 1800 watt solar generator around here somewhere. So your plug is right here. Hopefully you see that. And it has to fit that way. So okay, thank you. Oh my gosh. I was like, please work. I don't want another bad e-bike. Ooh, I heard that pop. Plugged in. If you grab this, slide it, pops out. Wonder if there's a short somewhere. It made a popping sound. Okay, that's done. All right, that's in. That's locked in. Let's put this on. Make sure I'm not gonna blow anything up. Boom. All right, come on, let's look at it. Okay, turn the key on. Just like that. I would take this off, one of these off. All right, turns the power on. Can you turn the power off this way? One, two, three, four. All right, so you can't turn the power off. Miles per hour. So this is more of like a setting button now. It's fully charged. Great job there, guys. I don't know if you can see that, but it says, so that goes 25 miles per hour, 35 miles per hour, and 50 miles per hour, and that's what they claim. Beautiful bright lights. Good job there. I do like these lights. Just want to bring it down just a little bit. I am going to ride this. I can't do it today. It's dark outside and it's calling for rain for the next 3 days. So we're going to finish this video up in a couple of days. This seems like a much taller bike. Yeah, it's still a little short. It's fine. It's not bad. I'm 6 foot, 210 pounds. All right, and we'll do a ride on this bike on probably a short, so you can at least see, if you're gonna get one of these, how to put it together. All my questions in the comments are all technical questions. None of them are how's it riding. And to be honest with you, when I watch on my analytics, I can see where y'all watch, where you skip, where you go back and watch it again. It's such a small percentage of anybody watching towards the end, the riding of it. They're just wanting to learn how to put the bike together. But we will ride this bike. It'll just probably be on a short. But big wheel, excellent. Everything here is freaking awesome. 2,000 watt rear motor. Got a 6,000 peak, 30 amp hour battery. It says it goes 50 miles per hour. Stay tuned to that for that. You can charge it up here as well. Just want you to know that. It does have lights. This is not street legal, is what they say. It has a little sticker up here. It says off-road use only. But yeah, I really like this. Big wheel, please put blue Loctite on your main critical areas. That is just gotta be a must, dude. You wanna do that. Great bike. So if you would like one of these, definitely approve this bike. I'll put it in the description below. Man, I appreciate it. Stay tuned for the short. I'll do a ride on this, but you got to give me a couple of days because it's calling for nothing but rain. We need the rain. Just can't do any bike rides. And this up here was a pain in the butt, the headlight. Just want you to know that you can actually put a screw straight through the actual plastic here and it won't be ugly. But anyway, good job. Hey, if you watch to the end, make sure test that, please, because when I had it too tight and that would have been crazy dangerous. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you later.